What is up, guys? Priscilla Williams, aka TheSwolefessor, here to educate you on health, fitness, and social well-being. And what you guys see on screen is Tuesday's deadlift focus workout. And while this is playing for you guys, I just want to talk to you guys about a few things. First of all, as you guys may or may not be able to tell, those of you who've been with the channel for a little bit, my conventional is looking a lot better, a lot smoother, a lot more fluid. And you'll see as I worked up to my sets of 455 pounds, I had 5 sets of 3 of 455 pounds, and you'll see the first, third, and fifth set that are shown. But long story short, as far as that, guys, is that I was just getting really frustrated with my conventional overall. Understand, guys, that I haven't even been deadlifting for 2 years yet, and unlike my squat and bench, I only started deadlifting when I got into powerlifting. So it's been a little bit over a year and a half, and all in all, it's been kind of frustrating since going from sumo to conventional at the end of last year. My sumo was feeling good, everything was on point, my form felt on point. And when I went to big conventional, just due to the circumstance of why I went to it, it's never felt right. Like, yes, I can pull more this way and I felt stronger, but it's been frustrating that the form just never felt good, especially as a trainer and someone who's coached other powerlifters and helped them get the hang of it and helped them find their perfect setup. Yeah, I just couldn't find it for myself. So I honestly, guys, I had to humble myself, which is why it's always important to know that you're always learning, you're always a student of the game, that no matter how much you've learned, there's always room for growth, which you guys know I'm huge on emphasizing anyway. Which is why I took the time to go back, watch some old deadlift videos by like Alan Thrall, Silent Mike, look at some of Russell Orhe's old deadlift videos, and just find a good setup for me. And this is honestly, as I said, guys, the best that my deadlift has felt. It's definitely still not perfect, still a work in progress, but all in all, it feels good. And as you guys can see, it's just a lot better, a lot tighter, and a lot smoother all in all. And then big shout out to my boy Jacob for joining me as well. You guys have seen him in past videos. He's actually recovering from a back injury right now, so you guys are going to see he's not going to go quite as heavy as he usually would, because he actually is a stronger puller than I am. But I appreciate him for joining me and like helping me also, like, you know, make sure that I did have my form on point and everything like that. So now that's pretty much out the way, guys. So what I want to talk to you guys about is the importance of kind of knowing who you are, knowing like why you do the things that you do. Because for me, guys, with this upcoming powerlifting meet, this is probably going to be the most competitive meet that I've been in thus far. They're going to cap the meet off at 150 lifters, and currently it's already at 119 lifters, and they're not even going to stop, you know, taking people until July 31st. So there's already 12 people in my weight class, and there's still room for about 31 more people, and any of those 31 could be in my weight class. And it's just really gotten me excited. Like, as I mentioned before, this is my 4th powerlifting meet. I still managed to get first in the previous 3 and even best pound for pound in my 2nd meet. But it, as fun as it was and as enjoyable as it was to really like, hey, you know, I'm getting better each meet, I'm beating my old self, which is important, right, guys? Like I mentioned before, there's no point in doing something if you don't enjoy it. I wouldn't be powerlifting if it wasn't fun, if I didn't enjoy it. But as I mentioned in a previous video, though, guys, I am competing for a reason. I'm competing to win. I want to do well. I want to test myself against other lifters. I want to be better by competing against others. And, you know, that's different for different people. Some people, they treat each meet like the only person they're going against is themselves in the bar, and that's okay. I totally respect that. But for me, despite how I may come across, and despite the fact that, like, you know, a lot of people see me as, like, you know, informative or as like the teacher, I have my own goals, guys. I have my own things that I want to work towards. I want to be one of the best in my weight class when it comes to powerlifting. I just want to be one of the best, period, in my weight class, for like just being strong, pound for pound, all around, on all kinds of different lists: bench, squat, deadlift, weighted pulls, weighted dips. That's something that I personally want to do for me. And it's not a matter of so much trying to down others or be better than anybody else, but it's a matter of, hey, I see other people working hard, I see them putting in all the work, the time, the effort, and I have no excuse not to do that myself, to do my best to surpass everybody else, so that I can make sure that I'm bringing, like, you know, the best me that I can to the platform every single time that I powerlift. And I kind of just felt like, not so much venting, but just sharing this with you guys to kind of give you a different insight into me. Like, yes, guys, I love helping all of you. Like, it is one of the biggest honors and blessings to hear how much I help you guys through my channel, through my content, you know, when I answer your questions, when I make these videos for you guys. But I want you guys to understand that I'm just like the rest of you, and the fact that I have goals that I want to work towards. I have things that I still have to learn. I have people that I look up to or that push and motivate me, and that I'm right there with you guys as far as that, and that I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to stop learning. I'm never going to stop growing. I'm never going to be afraid to ask for help when I need it. And I just want to encourage all of you guys to do the same thing. I know a lot of you already do with me, but just remember that there's always room for improvement. You may have to go back and revisit things that you formerly knew but kind of got away from, because that's what I had to do with like my deadlift, platform, right? And also what I've had to do just with my training as a whole. So as you guys know, when I finished my last program that last week, everything was great. I was benching, 320 for triples, 410 pounds on squats, and a little less than what I'm pulling right now, but everything was feeling good. But mind you, I was in a caloric surplus. I was 10 pounds heavier. Now that I'm back at maintenance weight, everything's feeling heavier again. Everything's moving a little bit slower. And I didn't take a deload between programs just because the starting weight on this program was so much lighter from what I finished off of my last program. I didn't feel the need to. And I got really mentally frustrated with the way everything was feeling. I started to think, well, am I overtaxed? Am I overtraining? Am I too fatigued? Do I need to take a deload? I don't want to deload in the middle of this prep. But I was fortunate enough to be able to reach out to the TheNattyProfessor. And for those of you who don't know him, I'll leave a link in the description to his channel down below. Really great guy, really smart individual who was, took the time to help me out and help me figure out how I'm going about my training for the next 2 weeks before I really start peaking for this meet. And it's been great. That's why this session that you guys are seeing went so well. That's why my pulls and everything went so well, because I've adjusted. But it took me being willing to reach out to somebody else. And that's not something that I struggle with, guys. I don't have a problem asking people for help or looking up to others. But I just want you guys to understand. I'm trying to be transparent with you guys and letting you know that, hey, I don't know it all. That everything that I share with you guys are things that I have learned, that I do know, that's based off science, facts, and research, but that I'm still working my butt off to grind every day to learn more, to get better, to become the best version I can of myself, so I can help you all do the same. And like I said, guys, even as I'm talking right now, this isn't something so much planned. I kind of had an idea of what I want to talk about, but I just want to express this and share this with you guys. Don't ever stop trying to grow. Don't ever stop trying to get better. Don't ever feel like you've made it. And like I said, guys, perfection is the counterfeit of excellence. Don't try to be perfect, but always strive for excellence. Always strive to be the best you can be in everything that you do. Even if that means trying to be better than everyone else who's doing it. It doesn't mean that you put them down or that you hate on others, that you talk noise to them, but just be it's okay to look at those around you hey, I want to be better. I want to be better than them. I want to beat them. That's okay. That's healthy competition is fine, so long as you remember what the end goal is, which is ultimately using others to better yourself, in the sense of you compete against others so that you can do well. And that's just pretty much what I want to express to you guys in this video, kind of let you know what my mindset is going into this meet, in terms of I want to compete against high level individuals, and I want to absolutely kill it. Whatever happens, when I get first, second, third, beat the total that I want, I just want to know that I went in there and put everything out there. And I want you guys to know that I am doing that I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the feedback for the channel, because even with this channel's growth, it's the same mindset. I just want to keep doing better and better and growing more and more. Not in the sense of, oh, I just want this many subs or this many followers, but in the sense of, I know that as I continue to grow, that's more people I'm able to reach out to and help. And it's honestly just an amazing experience and a blessing. And these past 8 months since starting this channel has just been a really, really huge blessing. Anyway, this video kind of got off track with what I kind of started with. I don't even remember what I was saying in the beginning, but I'm kind of okay with that. You guys know I like being transparent. So I think I'm just going to cut the video right here. So if you enjoyed it, please leave a comment down below. Let me know that you did. If you did not enjoy it, leave a comment down below. Let me know what I can do to get better. Like the video, share, subscribe. Keep it simple, specific, scientific, and I'll catch y'all later.